Ele não, not him, is the slogan these Brazilian women and others across the country are chanting as they campaign against a man they say is a threat to their rights.
How can I vote in someone who thinks women are second-class citizens and thinks women deserve to win lower salaries because we have children?
But this leading presidential candidate also has many supporters. He promises to sweep away political corruption and defeat any left-wing opponents. He is Jair Bolsonaro. On September 6th, he was stabbed and nearly killed while at a campaign rally. He was hospitalized and only last weekend was well enough to return home, missing critical time on the campaign trail. But his three sons, all politicians in their own right, have been filling in for him. Amid supporters chanting, "Our flag will never be red," at a rally in a poor Rio neighborhood, one of Bolsonaro's sons, Flavio, lists his family's enemies. His father has been often referred to as the Brazilian Trump, and the family doesn't shy away from using Trump-like rhetoric.
Everybody here believes that Brazil can be great again. That's what we're going to do. Thank you so much, everybody.
Jair Bolsonaro's election lead is increasing by the day, according to recent polls. He's now hovering around 30% just days before the election. But the controversial candidate still hasn't reached anywhere near the 50% needed for a first-round victory. Bolsonaro is a 63-year-old retired army captain turned politician, a congressman since the early 1990s, now representing the tiny Social Liberal Party, with only 2 minor bills passed into law in his 27 years in government. He may be best known for his sexist, homophobic and racist comments.
You're not exactly...
João Ferres, a political analyst from Rio de Janeiro State University, says Bolsonaro's rising popularity has a precedent.
I think that Bolsonaro has many characteristics he shares with Donald Trump. You know, this anti-political profile he tries to put out. I mean, this idea of, you know, ruling without having to do concession to politicians or to political parties.
Critics and supporters agree that Bolsonaro projects himself as a strong man in the image of past Latin American authoritarian leaders.
Bolsonaro is a law and order candidate, and for these supporters here, living in a high-crime area, it's a message that resonates.
One of his major promises is to fight crime by loosening gun laws.
You don't diminish violence with flowers. Let me be clear. Weapons don't generate war and flowers don't guarantee peace.
Many supporters believe Bolsonaro has the strong hand needed to put the country on a different path.
During the military regime, I was a child and I could play on the streets, could study, and there was no crime. That's why I'm voting for him.
Bolsonaro is expected to easily make it to the second round, and observers now see a path to victory. But at the same time, there are polls indicating his rejection rate is also rising amid Brazil's polarizing political landscape. Lucrecia, Franco, CGTN, Rio de Janeiro.